Hi there again, this is Caleigh Crane. This column was originally published April 7th, 2011. Being a farm wife ain't for sissies. Last week, I shared how I'm the new gopher around here, doing lots of going for this and going for that. This week's, honey, I need you to run and go get this, isn't for the faint of heart. It's breeding season here at the farm, and we breed our sows via artificial insemination. We order semen from all around the country, and when it arrives, you've got to be ready to use it on the ladies. And just because UPS says it's time doesn't always mean the ladies are really in the mood for a big, long breeding rod to be shoved up their woohoo or whatever other choice word you have for that particular body part. So, in order to make it easier for both the sow and the operator, we have to use lubricant. Lots and lots of lube. Usually, we order this from the farm supply place or have the vet provide us with it, but this time around, we didn't have any available in the barn. Here's where Gopher Wife steps in. I was in town already, so I checked with Vet A. He was out. Vet B, he was out of lube too. Went to the farm supply place. They had it on back order. So I called the husband and inquired with him on what to do. He mentioned that I could go elsewhere and look for perhaps a human personal lubricant instead. Hey babe, why don't I just go get some lube at Walmart, I offered. A tube or two wouldn't be that big of a deal, so I'll just grab some there. Honey, we need more than a tube or two, he replied. Then he proceeded to tell me just how much personal lubricant for humans would equal a similar amount of vet-grade lubricant. Holy crap. And as you can imagine, I loaded up my cart with every container of available non-spermicidal KY jelly there in Walmart. And I'll be damned if I didn't run into anybody and everybody that I knew. So now, everyone thinks that I'm 1, a sexual freak, 2, a freak who should have the nickname of Sahara or something like that, and 3, I'm guessing that when this talk gets around, I'm going to be uninvited from joining that women's social club I was all excited about. And the fun didn't stop there. The only available checkout lane was with a buff, college-age guy running the register. I filled the conveyor belt with brightly covered boxes of lube featuring words such as tingling, warming, his and hers, intrigue, intense, and silky. One by one, the easy on the eyes cashier scanned the boxes of KY jelly, every once in a while looking up at me and raising an eyebrow. Then he smirked and a full-on pickup line ensued. So, he said, I bet you're a fun girl. And he flashed me $1 million smile followed by a wink. And by this point, I was smiling and nodding in agreement. That kid didn't stand a chance. He didn't know who he was messing with. You know, I love a good joke, and to be honest, I had no shame left. Before I answered the Wally World checkout boy, I looked around to make sure no little old ladies from church were standing anywhere in listening range. I scanned the surrounding lanes for the kids' school teachers too, and the propane man, and the postmaster, and anyone else who might faint from what I was about to do. Again, let me remind you, I didn't have any shame left. And since I'm pushing 40 and don't get hit on much anymore by 20-something hunky boys, I was going to have as much fun as legally possible with this moment. Slowly, I leaned forward over the plastic carousel and did my best Cindy Crawford back in the Pepsi ad days, body and hair move. I popped something in my neck and my back. I think I threw it out, and I flung my sunglasses off my head with that wannabe seductive hair swing, but I got his attention. Then I went one step further and I licked my lips before saying, Sugar, you have no idea how much fun I'm fixing to have with all of this lube. And if that wasn't enough, I gave him the address to the farm and told him to meet me later that day if he wanted to help me use all of that KY jelly. I turned away winked at him, and laughed and limped my way out of Walmart. My tempting offer must have been bewitching enough because that cashier, he never showed up to help us breed those sows. That Cindy Crawford-ish move must have scared him as much as it physically hurt me.